have Claire with me in Austria. November. We are November 2021. And we are here to meet and greet you and to give you an opportunity to meet and greet us, to share with you why we are inspired to deliver Integrative Presence as a program. I didn't mean to do this program. It was not on my mind. I didn't plan it. What I was doing a few years ago was researching synchrony, nonverbal synchrony between coach and client. And when we were analyzing the data, the videos that we created, that the coaches and the clients were creating for the research, we found that it was so difficult to analyze the data and find out, like, what does it mean, what we can see there. And so it's actually through realizing that it takes such a complex way of looking at data that we collected through the videos that we had run, that I thought, okay, apparently what we found about presence, because we looked at presence through nonverbal interactiveness, through the body, like how do two people talk with each other beyond words, that is okay. So if this is this difficult, and not difficult, but this complex, so presence seems to be more than we might have thought it is or it was, because presence at present is conceived as a coach-centered phenomenon, right?
Yes.
So it's at ICF or wherever we look at competences, it seems to be the most important element of mastery.
Yes.
So it's the unique factor that tells apart, people say, like a good coach from a great coach. But apparently we don't have the understanding of what it really is and what are the elements that make it up and how we can practice it and learn it. And through the research, to come back to the research, so we found that, okay, we need to look at it more holistically.
Exactly.
Yeah, so, and you helped me through the research, Claire. So you were part right from the inception of this research. So yeah, let me welcome you to say a few words about why are you here at all?
I'm here because of you, because of our program, and because of you, of course. I was really, I still remember the first day we met through Zoom, because it was an online appointment meeting, and heard you discussing about the process, the research and the process, no? How we are going to investigate presence, synchronicity, the body movement, and the language, no, in spoken and spoken at the same time. So I was amazed by the theme and how coaching presence as one of the core skills of a coach, and not only coach, everyone, I must say, leaders, but everyone, is good to have, and it's good to master, to understand how present I am and what can I use in order to evolve my presence, but also to maintain my presence in the here and now. So by hearing that it could be through the research to know more things, tangible things that we can start applying into our lives, that got me curious. And then I said, I want to meet this lady and I want to participate in this research.
Yes, because you did.
Yes.
Yes. And you also managed, so you really supported me also logistically in terms of organizing the Hellenic coaches in Greece. So that's actually our purpose together, to, apart from the theme that we seem to be passionate about, both of us, and intrigued about what is it really and how, and is there more to it, right?
Exactly.
There is also this affinity that we share for each other, and believing in something that, yeah, something that there's more.
Exactly.
There's something that, what is it that it potentially takes more to learn about, yeah, and presence. Okay, so we are taking a holistic view at this. And because through the research, we understood that it's not just about the coach. Surprising as it came. So the program is based on 4 spheres, like we call it 4 spheres. It's of course the eye of the client, the eye of the coach. If you're a client and I'm a coach, or vice versa, it doesn't matter. So the eye, the identity of the coach or the client, the eye sphere. Then there is also the relationship, the we. So what is going on in terms of presence between 2 people, how they are interacting. Basically also signaling in that relationship non-verbally how they are doing and what's going on beyond the words, because we are looking basically at the non-verbal, at the body, right? And how the body is communicating in a very spontaneous way, actually. So it's not about you are imitating me and I'm imitating you. That's not our not our field, but that there is a natural way that we communicate with each other anyways. And that all else is stemming from that place of how the body is, as an instrument, is perceiving the world and then processing information, and then we are having thoughts and etc.
Exactly. And this is not about the body language.
Yeah, no,
yeah, it's not that. It's what through this interaction and the communication, the we, and also the other sphere that you're going to say, is how we can be present at that moment to understand what our body is signals to us that influences my responses and influence also the response of the others.
And mine influencing yours.
Exactly.
So this is the interesting thing, that the clients are showing in the research how they are influencing how the coach is responding, so that we are not that detached at all the way we might believe that we are. And I'm just wondering is here and now, what do you think that people are seeing how we are interacting with each other, how our bodies are speaking with each other?
I don't know, but I will be very curious to know.
Yeah, let's ask the people. Yeah. So when you're watching this, and what would you say? How are we actually? How are our bodies speaking with each other?
Yes, I'd love to see comments on that.
Yeah. So beyond the we sphere, so how this is an exchange. We like calling it the needs exchange, that is showing naturally and spontaneously in how the bodies are speaking with each other. We also look at the 3rd sphere, which is the all. So how anything like light or shadow in a room, how the immediate space that a coach and a client might be spending time or having their sessions in, or a more distant environment like the organizational setting that they are in, or any social environment, how they are bringing all that also into the coaching space, and it shows. Exactly. And it shows. So it shows through the mood or through something that it will be there. And the capacity now is to learn, or what we are offering in the program is to, okay, how to notice this, how to practice it, how to become aware, and then how to move to the 4th sphere, also integrate, because that's why we are calling it integrative presence. We're integrating also more than that. We are integrating something that you are passionate about.
The online sphere.
The online cultural aspects of clients and coaches bring into that relationship, into being with each other. Philosophy, the philosophical way of conceiving life, seeing life. Yeah, right. So the identity, the bigger, more cosmic identity, that the legacies from the past that absolutely show, and we know that it shows because we interviewed the coaches after the research. So we had feedback sessions, and they were telling us actually how all these things, and we could see them in the videos and the analysis. So that's how it comes that we have got this approach to 4 spheres. Even the 4th one, which is so intangible, right?
Exactly.
How will philosophy, my way of seeing life show in my body and how I'm showing up?
And in my language too.
Yeah,
Well, how those two can work together or not work together.
And how this congruence or non-congruence shows.
Exactly.
Oh, thank you. Yes, exactly. So because I'm so much into this body and the language that the body speaks that actually, Claire, you're right. So this is about this congruence. If there is a lack of congruence between the spoken and the unspoken, it will be there.
Exactly. Yeah. And what are you going to do? Do you have the capacity to perceive it?
Yeah.
And if you do, what are you doing with that? So
yeah,
we can learn more.
And how to perceive it, through what to perceive it, and how to use the body to perceive.
Exactly. And how that influences the relationship while I'm with my coachee or while with my leader or other stakeholders.
Yeah.
And how also it impacts me as I.
And thank you for bringing this up, because then you're saying a good word like leaders, because the program is what we like calling synergetic. So we are in symbiosis and on the program with leaders. So we decided to invite the 2 worlds into this program to make it authentic. So the program is not for coaches alone. To honor this aspect of holistic approach to presence, we bring in 4 coaches, 4 leaders, right? So that they can work symbiotically, the way they would work in reality with each other, through which the goal is to help the leaders also to get a taste for how to work with presence, with coaches, learn more about coaching, because leadership is coaching and coaching is leadership. So leaders also need more presence for their leadership. So through this symbiotic approach, we would like to provide an authentic space for learning.
And even more stimuli, no? Because those 2 different worlds, different apparently world, but they are different, can interrelate. They can, exactly, you said a Greek Hellenic word, symbiotic. So how they can be together and they can learn from this relationship.
In simulation, it is a simulation. It's a real simulation that when they work together, they can, realistically, understand, become aware. So it's not coaches working with coaches. No, they are working with real executives and real executives working with the real coaches.
Exactly. And through the program with exercises, that's why it is an action learning set. So it is absolutely experiential. Those 2 worlds have also the ability and the possibility to work on it for different sphere
together, because the leaders are bringing in the all sphere, and then but together they are bringing in the omni as well, because it's an international program.
Exactly.
So right now we are focusing on Europe to ensure that in the program, because it is hybrid.
Yes.
So we are offering online sessions, but also then there will be a retreat where it's really about integrating the learning that we offer online. And so they are bringing in the cultural aspect, this online, the philosophical ways of meaning making of the world. And last but not least, we are also reflecting and not just looking into presence and what enables presence, but we are also looking what disables presence. And I like calling it presencelessness, a new word that I've come with, because I think it's both, right? We are so much into talking about presence, but hey, if there's presence, then there's also the other thing, presencelessness. So what hinders us from being present? What are the qualities that contribute to presencelessness as well, right? the elements.
Exactly, but because this is also an element not only for me as a coach or as a leader, as whoever, human being, I can understand, but also I can identify when it's missing. So I can bring myself again, or I can notice it to the other. So again, a new element. Oh, and I like now that the sun is coming into our conversation and in our dialogue with you.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so well, that's why we're doing this.
Yes.
That's why we are in this space. And with this, I would like to say thank you for being interested. We hope to see you on the program. The next one starting on 11th of February, 2022. And then we will take it from there.
Exactly. You can also visit our website, integratedpresence.com, and start the journey.
Nice. So see you there.
See you.